Good afternoon, crypto family. This is Accent 2K2, and let's see, we're just getting started here. Sorry about the delay. All right, all right. So this is Accent 2K2. Like I said, we're just getting started here. Sorry about the delay. I was having some technical difficulties getting everything started here, but Bitcoin, Ethereum, they're on the move. So we're gonna take a look at that, see what that looks like, and take a look at some scenarios of what can we do to capitalize on that. So first thing I want to look at right here. Not sure if everything is showing correctly on the screen right now, but first thing I want to look at right here is the market cap dominance right here. So if you look at the Bitcoin dominance, it looks like it is on the rise. This is a weekly chart of it, which kind of puts some things into perspective here. If you go all the way back to, let's say, the end of 2017, beginning of 2018, as you can see, we were down here at a 34, and right now we're sitting at 66, roughly 66.90 right now. So it looks like things are on the rise there as far as Bitcoin dominance. Definitely some action going on right now in Bitcoin. And apologize if this video sounds a little bit monotone or boring or anything like that, but just getting everything started here. All right. Let's take a look here. We're gonna actually go. Oh, excuse me. Go click it on the chart here. Bear with me. All right, so we're gonna click out of the dominance chart and take a look at the Bitcoin chart itself from a daily time frame. All right. Excuse me. Bear with me. System's moving kind of slow here. All right. So let me remove some of these lines because there's like a million lines going on there. Let me see if I can close out some programs as well, if there's anything that's possibly holding it up. All right. Bear with me here. All right. So taking a look at it from a daily perspective, it looks like we're at the higher end of the Bollinger Band there. As far as looking at the Williams percentage R, it looks like we still have some room to go up. Same for the RSI. You can see the MACD is trying to curl up here. As looking at the on balance volume, it's still ramping up. I would say in a short term there, you can see overall we are headed down volume wise. It looks like sellers are tapering off, and you could say buyers are tapering off depending on how today ends. But it does look like we're on the higher end of the Bollinger Band. So if you look here, we were actually outside of the Bollinger Band here around in June, and it looks like after that we started kind of heading back down. So looking at it, I mean, just taking a glance at it, you would say, depending on how we close today, we could head back down some and retrace. But overall, I think this is a pretty bullish sign. Looking at we're at 12,400. It looks like we're back on the up and up. And looking at how everything, all the other indicators are heading up, I would say we have a pretty good shot of going back and retesting this previous high right here, which is roughly at what 13.8. Knowing Bitcoin, I would say most likely we're going to probably shoot past that and head back towards the 14,000, head towards the 14,000 mark. And we could possibly go higher from there. But I would be looking at least for retesting that high there and possibly hitting 14,000. Okay, so if Bitcoin's going up, Ethereum is going up, then alts, for the most part, are bleeding out. So how do you take advantage of that? Um, so there's a couple of ways that I like to take advantage of it. I mean, normally you can always be long Bitcoin or long Ethereum, but what I like to use is three commas myself personally, and I personally like to short alts versus Bitcoin or alts versus Ethereum. That's what I like to do. I'm gonna do a three commas review here soon in one of my future videos where I'll go over that and show you how easy it is to do that. There's a link in the description for three commas where you'll actually be able to see that. But that's one of the things that I like to do. Like for instance, let's take a look here. We'll just go to, I'll pull up something here. Pull up an alt and show you what I'm talking about. Like, let's say Matic versus Bitcoin. I mean, you could just see, just looking at a 4-hour chart, uh, where we topped out right here back, what, June 30th, and we're all the way down here, 125. So this was what, around roughly 228 sats, and now we're down to 125. So that would have been something that you could take advantage of using something like three commas to short that alt and make money on the way down. Now when it gets down to something like this, this would be when you might want to start looking at it to go to the upside and buy it. All right. Let's see. Let's take a look at Ethereum. All right. So Ether looks a little bit different compared to what we were just looking at on Bitcoin. Let me take a look at the daily chart. So it's not in the same place. As you can see, we were outside of the Bollinger Band right here. Kind of been trading a little bit sideways here. And it looks like we're not at the top of the Bollinger Band like we are with Bitcoin. And looking at it, volume's definitely been tapering off here because everyone's kind of pouring their money into Bitcoin. All right. So Ether doesn't look as good as Bitcoin currently right now. That's a daily time frame. Let's go down to a 4-hour. we're moving much more faster as far as coming down off the top of the Bollinger Band with Ether. Let's go back down to Bitcoin. As you can see, different places. Go back to a 4-hour. Yep, it looks like Bitcoin's ahead. All right, so like I said, things that I'm looking at, if Bitcoin's going up, if Ethereum's going up, then ways that I like to play that is I like to trade alts versus Bitcoin versus Ethereum, and I like to go to the short side, and I like to use 3 commas to do so. So basically, you're profiting while the altcoin is bleeding out. So while the altcoin is going down, you're making your profits. And like I said, I will be doing a video kind of doing a review over 3 commas here soon. So I hope some of this information was valuable to you guys. This video was a little rough. It's my first time doing a live stream. Usually I record the videos and then upload them, but I want to see how the live stream part works. So anyways, if you guys have any questions or anything, feel free to leave some comments below. And please like, subscribe to the channel, and share if you find this valuable. All right. Well, thank you guys. Bye.